On the morning of my wedding, I woke with an unexpected sense of peace. My suit was pristine, the venue was ready, and my best man, my older brother, Ethan, had texted to confirm he'd secured the rings. Everything was set. Perfect. Until 10:47 a.m., that's when my phone vibrated with another message from Ethan. This one wasn't about the rings. "Don't go through with the wedding, look in her closet." I stared at the words, confused. Was this a prank? I shot back a quick reply. "What are you talking about?" No response. I called voicemail. I chuckled, thinking it might be Ethan's attempt at a last-minute brotherly jest. We'd always teased each other growing up, often with a dark edge. But something about the message felt off, sharp, urgent, not playful. I glanced at the clock. 3 hours until the ceremony. A sinking feeling twisted in my stomach as I crossed the apartment to our bedroom. Her bedroom. Her scent lingered in the air. Her silk robe draped over a chair, her perfume on the dresser, our wedding invitation tacked to the mirror with a tiny heart. I approached her closet, hesitating as my hand gripped the handle. What was I even looking for? Nothing, surely. But when I slid the door open, my breath stopped. Tucked behind her neatly hung dresses was a shoebox, sealed with layers of duct tape, as if it had been opened and resealed repeatedly. Inside were photos, dozens of them, pictures of her, with him, her ex. The one she claimed she hadn't spoken to in years. Some shots were casual, others unmistakably taken in hotel rooms. Recent ones. The timestamps aligned with weekends she'd said she was visiting her mother. My legs wobbled. Then I found a note, scribbled on hotel stationery, crumpled but legible. "I hate that we have to sneak around. Soon he'll be gone and it'll be just us." The words hit like a shockwave. Everything, our shared laughter, the months of wedding planning, the vows we'd crafted together, crumbled in an instant. And Ethan knew, which meant this betrayal was only the beginning. My hands trembled as I sat on the bed, the shoebox at my feet, photos strewn across the floor like fragments of a shattered illusion. Her smile in those images mocked me now, a cruel act I'd paid for with trust and devotion. I dialed Ethan again. This time he answered, his voice heavy, almost strained. "Did you find it?" he asked. "Yeah," I croaked. "How long have you known?" A long pause. "Long enough," he said, my anger flared. "Why didn't you tell me sooner? We could have ended this months ago." "Because I didn't have proof until today," he said. "And when I found it, time was running out." My heart froze. "What do you mean?" Ethan sighed. "I wasn't supposed to see it. Her ex contacted her. I saw the message by chance. It was too explicit to be a one-time thing. That's when I started looking deeper." "Where?" I asked, nausea creeping in. "Her laptop," he said. "She left it unlocked when she went to meet the caterer last week. Remember the night you thought you had food poisoning?" I did. I'd blamed bad takeout. Now doubt gnawed at me. "Listen," Ethan said, his voice lower. "You need to brace yourself." I was already sitting, but the room tilted. "She was planning to run off with him after the wedding," he said. "Marry you, take the gifts, enjoy the honeymoon, drain your shared account, then vanish." My throat tightened. "There's more," he continued. "She's been siphoning money from your credit card into a hidden account under a fake company name. Tens of thousands. This wasn't just infidelity. It was theft, manipulation, a calculated lie wrapped in lace. She wanted the wedding for appearances, Ethan said. A perfect photo op to mask who she really is, a schemer, a fraud in a white dress. I stood, numb but resolute. "Cancel the wedding?" Ethan asked. "No," I said, voice icy. "That's what she'd want. Let her walk into her own trap, smiling, surrounded by everyone she's deceived. Then I'll expose her." I copied everything Ethan had uncovered, emails, photos, bank records, onto 2 USB drives. One went into a locked safe in my office. The other stayed in my suit pocket, ready for the moment she tried to twist the truth. I made late-night calls to key people, my attorney, my boss, my aunt, a retired judge. Their presence wasn't essential, but it would make the fallout impossible to ignore. I also asked Ethan to invite her ex's girlfriend. Yes, she existed, to sit near the aisle. She'd been betrayed too, and was eager to help unravel the facade. I contacted a friend who owned a downtown bar with a private event space. I told him I might need it for a discreet post-wedding gathering. He owed me a favor and agreed. The stage was set. This was the toughest part. Alone in the quiet kitchen, I wrote the vows she expected, sweet at first, just as she'd want. "You swept into my life like a whirlwind I didn't see coming." But by the third paragraph, the tone shifted. "Today, in front of everyone, I can't wait to reveal exactly who you are." She suspected nothing. She glided around in her robe, laughing with her bridesmaids, sipping sparkling wine, radiant as ever. She kissed my cheek and whispered, "Soon you're mine forever." I smiled. "You have no idea," I murmured back. Guests arrived, cameras flashed, music played. As she walked down the aisle, the picture of elegance, all eyes were on her. She didn't notice the judge in the third row, the fraud investigator in the back, or her ex's girlfriend gripping a photo album. But she would soon. Her perfect day was about to become her undoing. The music soared as she reached the altar, glowing in her custom gown, cheeks rosy, eyes fixed on mine with a smug grin I'd once adored. The officiant began, "Dearly beloved," but I barely listened. My pulse was steady, my mind clear. When he signaled for my vows, I stepped forward, holding the card I'd prepared. She smiled, expecting the romantic words she'd envisioned. I took a breath, locked eyes with her, and began. "Amelia, you entered my life like a tempest I didn't know I craved. You were vibrant, daring, chaotic, but like any storm, you left destruction in your wake." The crowd tittered, uncertain. Her smile wavered. I pressed on, voice even. "You taught me about love, but also about deceit. You showed me what trust means by showing me what it isn't." "What are you doing?" she hissed under her breath. I didn't falter. "You said you were mine, but while I planned our future, you were sneaking around with a man too cowardly to face me today, knowing what's coming." The room stirred. Phones lifted. "I was ready to marry you," I said, "until 4 days ago when your ex's girlfriend sent me a video of you two in a hotel, dated the night of your spa day." Gasps rippled through the crowd. Her mother clutched her necklace. Amelia's face drained of color. "This isn't a wedding anymore," I said. "It's a farewell. Since you wanted everyone here, they deserve to know who you are." She lunged for the microphone. Two friends, acting as ushers, blocked her path to the exit. Her ex's girlfriend strode up the aisle, placing a framed photo on the altar, Amelia and her ex, tangled in bed. Cameras snapped. Someone shouted, "Oh my God!" I turned to the guests. "The venue's paid for, dinner's ready, but the bride and I won't stay. She has some explaining to do. I've got a bar reserved across town to celebrate my freedom." Then I walked out, down the aisle, no tears, no drama, no looking back. Amelia crumpled into a pew, sobbing, pleading. I didn't pause. Outside, Ethan handed me a drink. "Ready?" he asked. I nodded. "Let's go." By the time I reached the bar, the video was viral. My speech, the photo on the altar, Amelia's collapse. It was all over social media. Reddit threads exploded. TikTok looped it endlessly. A local blog called it "The Groom Who Ended His Wedding with a Mic Drop." People couldn't get enough. Her world was in flames. By Monday, Amelia was unemployed. As a PR executive, her image was everything. Her company, flooded with complaints about her ethics, let her go quietly. Her apartment, partially funded by me, was in my name. An eviction notice followed. Even her affair partner had disappeared, dumped by his own fiancée after she received the photos. Amelia was alone. Me? I moved on. My boss, impressed by my composure on the video, offered me a promotion, praising my restraint. I took it. New job, new place, therapy, and calm. I even started seeing someone new, kind, authentic, present in a way Amelia never was. 3 months later, an email from Amelia arrived. Subject, "Please just read." It was a long apology, admitting she'd ruined everything, begging for coffee to say sorry in person. I didn't respond. I forwarded it to my lawyer with one note: block her. Forever. Revenge doesn't need to be noisy. It doesn't require fights or theatrics. Sometimes the sharpest revenge is letting someone unravel with the tools they gave you. Amelia handed me the evidence. I just pulled the thread. When the world saw her collapse, I stood tall. The takeaway: kindness isn't fragility, silence isn't surrender, and lies don't stay hidden forever. When the truth surfaces, it buries the liar. Was this justice fair? Share your thoughts below. What would you have done? Like this story, share it with someone who needs it, and follow Lauren's Tailies for more gripping stories of betrayal and retribution. Here, every lie meets its end, and every deception casts a shadow. Stay vigilant, stay strong, and stay tuned.